Thank you. Well, it's great to be here, folks. It's absolutely wonderful to be here in Manchester, one of the few great British cities I have yet to insult. And I intend to keep a clean sheet today, my friends, because if we can win in the capital, then we can win in Manchester and in any inner city in Britain. The tragedy of this Labour government is that they are now set to scuttle from office with unemployment higher than when they came in and rising, and with colossal public debt, like Peckham motorist Harriet Harman fleeing the scene of the crime. And once again, it is up to us to sweep up the crushed indicator lights of the classic Labour car crash and to sort out the usual disastrous legacy, the damnosa hereditas, as we say in Walford. And that means, or as we will shortly say in Walford, and that means taking some tough decisions about public spending. So let me tell you the kind of cuts we've made that I believe are essential and are programmatic for an incoming Conservative government. We've lost 180 jobs at City Hall, 30% cut in the headcount of the London Development Agency. London Underground has already shed 1,000 backroom staff. We're cutting £220 million in consultants, £130 million in the cost of accommodation, and overall we're making savings of £5 billion in Transport for London's budgets. And when you're making savings at that kind of rate, you have to do it, frankly, with compassion and with humanity. And there's been something bizarre about the lip-smacking savagery of the new Lib Dems, with Vince Cable morphing into a mad axeman, a transformation as incongruous as the killer rabbit in Monty Python. But we must make these savings, because otherwise we risk mistakes that could undermine the foundations of the economy, parch the seedbeds of growth, and attack the very things that allow liberal capitalism to flourish in this country. I make no apology for this. Last week we heard in Brighton the Prime Minister's weird apostasy when he seemed to attack the free market ideology that he spent the last 10 years slavishly adoring, and he declared that financial services were somehow morally bankrupt. Well, I don't agree, and I will oppose high marginal rates of taxation, because they failed in the dismal 1970s, because they yield tiny sums in revenue, and because they only serve to drive away talent. And frankly, yes, I think it does matter that the City of London should remain competitive. But never forget, all you banker bashers, never forget that the leper colony in the City of London produces 9% of UK GDP, 13% of value added, and taxes that pay for roads and schools and hospitals across this country. And that is why I am willing to take the fight to our friends and partners in Brussels against ill-thought-out regulation, because they may be our friend nos amis et nos partenaires, but no matter what kind of flashing grin, glistering-eyed president they may shortly install, they are not above poking the city in the eye in the misguided belief that it will give them some kind of competitive advantage. If we can defeat a stale, clapped-out, miserablest, socialist regime in City Hall and install a new administration that is so frugal that we have still not yet exhausted the old mayor's stocks of Chateau Neuf du Pape. True. Then you, David, you can defeat this unelected, unrepentant, unbelievable embarrassment of a government. It is time for a new and energetic Conservative administration to sort out this country's finances. It's time to give the British people back their pride and their trust in their political institutions, in this country and in its leaders. Folks, it's time for change. And the Conservatives will give you your money's worth, and they'll give you change as well. Thank you.
Okay, come on.